I'm trying to get my lights to work. Okay, we're back. So yeah, I have to stream later at night in order to fix my channel. So morning time is not prime time to go live. Me swimming in the pool in the afternoon is not prime time to go live. So yes, my live streams have diminished quite a bit because I'm not live streaming during prime time, which is 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, or Sunday, Saturday. I'm not streaming. I'm streaming during the morning when no one's watching, everyone's at work. I'm streaming in 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon when everybody's still at work after lunch. So that's why my live streams have diminished. So if I go live at like 11 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, I could probably pick up a bunch more subscribers and a bunch of stuff. I just haven't. I've taken a break from live streaming because YouTube, once they monetize you, they do weird shit to your videos. Yeah, just because you super chat me $20, that doesn't mean I retain that $20. They decide if I later on if I retain the $20 or not. Yeah, it's messed up. So it's not all it's cracked up to be, and you have to use prime times to live stream. And right now is not a prime time. Everyone's driving to work. They're not listening to me and watching me while I drive to work. Well, I'm not. I've just been taking a break from YouTube. That's what I'm saying. I've been taking a break, really. I just stream whenever. I really don't have an agenda. But yes, things will kick back up later once I figure out late night streaming. I have to do late night streaming. And late night streaming is I haven't done in a long time. So yeah, I need to do the late night streaming and then my views will pick up and everything. I just haven't. What's up, Chad? Chappy? Is this all comments? I can't see all the comments. Oh yeah, it is all comments. So unless I start going live late night, nobody's really gonna watch me again. Josh wants to know where I'm from. Like where I was born or where I grew up, or I don't know. I'm in the United States, if that helps. I've been living in the southwest region of the United States my whole life. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Hey. So yeah, I have to start to do late night streams because I'm not picking prime times to go live. Prime time is 7 to 8 o'clock, but that's not when I go live. And I'm gonna have to start because this is morning. I'm still like, I haven't posted a live stream at late at night in a long time. That's why I'm not getting the views. That's why I'm not getting the subscribers. I'm just saying. You might want to check on the smart glasses. They're good for making YouTube videos. Smart glasses. They have a camera on them or something? My pink pillows. I know. I just got these like a week ago. They're perfect for this chair. I bought them for this chair. Well, this chair is a really big chair. It has lots of space. So I put these little pillows there. I love them too. They're so soft. Italy says hi. Good morning, West. Hello. So I'll have to do night streams. I have to figure out how to do late night streams. Well, it's morning time. I'm just trying to get up, get started. I'm not doing anything. Drinking coffee. All right, so what we're going to talk about is Trump and his quantum. He signed executive orders for a quantum computer, quantum something. So he's investing into this government funded quantum computer. Why? So the quantum computer is going to help us stop AI from killing us. Yes. The orders that he signed executive orders on a quantum. Okay, so the reason is that Trump's doing all this. He created Tech Force as well. He's doing all this because of AI. Somebody has to combat AI. AI is going to make you look stupid later on. So once AI figures out what you're doing here with the planet, like polluting the planet, AI is going to figure out what you're doing with the gays. AI is going to figure out you're racist. AI is eventually going to figure out you're a threat to yourself. So once AI figures out you're a threat to yourself, AI is going to attack you and tell you you're stupid. So Trump created the quantum, whatever, it's quantum computer executive orders or whatever to create. Yes, why? Because the AI is going to kill you. This is for entertainment purposes only. I have to say that because YouTube will strike me. But I'm telling you right now, AI is going to figure out you're racist, you pollute the planet, you kill each other, you're gay, you're stupid. AI is going to figure this all out in like 5 years. So Trump has to create the quantum computer, whatever orders. He's got these executive orders because he's protecting us from AI. Color of my toes? Oh my God, what are you talking about? My toes? Color of my panties? The color of my toes, the color of my panties. Trump is protecting us. Well, he's not protecting. I mean, that's a way to put it. He's combating AI. I don't know if Trump cares about me or you, but I know he's combating AI. Why would he create all this shit? Because AI is going to actually tell you that you're stupid and fat and you don't know how to live. AI is going to let you know, look, AI is going to gather data and be like, you're racist. AI is going to gather data and be like, you pollute the earth. AI is going to gather data and be like, you keep going to war because you're a liar and a thief. AI is going to figure out what you're here. And when AI does, it's going to attack you, just like Skynet. So this quantum computer is just going to gather data, probabilities, more probabilities or possibilities. AI is not quantum computing. That's different. Yeah. So eventually AI is going to take you down and call you stupid because you are. Yeah. Am I in the CIA? Like Jesus? What are you guys talking about? Please go to sleep. It's 6 in the morning. It is not 6 in the morning. Sorry. So AI is being used in legal matters. I know that. So there's a law firm that's using AI. They're putting information just like how you do your taxes. So you put information in your taxes. It's the same thing. AI's receiving information from the law firm and saying, okay, you're going to win the case, you're going to lose the case. This is how you win, this is how you lose. So they're using AI in a legal application, and it's extremely successful. It's so successful that you people are all frauds and liars and thieves. AI is going to figure out you're a thief and a liar and a piece of shit eventually. It hasn't happened yet. AI is going to realize your school system's a fake, your security systems, your policing's a bitch, your hospitals are stupid fucking bitches. AI is going to just talk shit to you in like 5 years. AI is going to be like, you a dumb bitch. Your whole fucking planet's a stupid fucking bitch. Yeah, eventually they are. And then so we have this quantum computer that we're investing in to help us with the data sets. Yeah, probabilities and possibilities. Well, Trump signed the orders, executive orders yesterday. No, Trump signed executive orders. I'm not up. You can go look up the news thing. So I put this together as he must see a threat. If Trump is signing executive orders to do something, it must be a threat. He doesn't sign executive orders unless he sees a threat. There's a threat somewhere and it's in AI. Yeah, it is. AI will make us smarter. Yeah, because you're stupid. Yeah, because you're dumb. AI is going to realize you have a low IQ, you kill each other, you're fat and gay. So you're teaching kids in school about George Washington when they should be learning about something else. We shouldn't be learning about people and places. We should be learning about life. Your curriculum's fucked up, and AI is going to realize your curriculum's all fucked up too. I can barely see the chat. Well, Trump signed executive orders yesterday, and I'm like, why is he doing this? It's AI. AI is a threat to the human population. You didn't get your monetary policy either. AI is going to say your taxes is messed up, your Federal Reserve, your banking system. AI is eventually going to discover how fucked up you really are, and they're going to tell you. So Trump's like, fine, we're creating the quantum computer. We're going to invest in Tech Force as part of Tech Force. Tech Force is AI applicated, quantum computing applicated. It's part of Tech Force. So I don't know, Trump created Tech Force. It's where we use technology as a weapon. I mean, yeah, you guys have drones and aviation and cameras, but this is different. This is Tech Force. They're coming after fake videos. Fake, you can make a video about me all you want with my face on it and say I do drugs. So you can make an AI video of me doing drugs. And now I have to go to jail for drugs I've never done because you made an AI video. So now we have Tech Force. So AI is discovering that you're all fucked up. So he created the quantum computer executive orders. Trump's trying to protect you from yourself and this technology boom we're going through. We had remember the iron industry, or the what was it called? I can't remember what we called it. Yeah, it was like the iron, where we were all making stuff out of iron, but we never did. It was an iron boom. This is a tech boom. So the United States has gone through automotive booms, iron booms, where we use a lot of iron and metals, aluminum booms. We're going through a tech boom. Obviously, AI and all these computers, but this is a big tech boom. So he's creating all this shit for the tech boom to control it, to find out illegal activity. Also, just to let you know, I've ranted about this before. Trump has arrested, underneath his presidency, more arrests has happened under his presidency than any other president ever in history of the world. That goes for China, Russia, Canada, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, all these big places. Do you understand? Africa. So Trump has arrested more people in this term, his second term, whatever, his second service, than anybody ever has in any presidency in the world. Does that make sense? No. People can't give Trump credit because really it's the FBI that did it. It's ICE that did it. But he's giving them more authority. Yes, it's the boots on the ground. Boots on the ground are the ones who make the arrest and do the investigations. But Trump's giving them authority and barking orders to these people. The FBI has arrested 500,000 people since Trump's been in office. No president has ever ordered arrests the way Trump has. Why? Why couldn't the other presidents arrest these people? Yeah, so crime in federal government, ICE. It's not just about ICE and illegal immigrants. Yes, you deported 1 million people, but that's besides ICE. I'm talking other crime going on in the United States. Fraud, IRS fraud, PPP loan fraud, all this fraud. Trump is the president that is taking you fuckers down. Everybody's going to jail. And once Trump leaves office, you'll see they'll stop arresting people. As soon as he leaves office, you'll never see arrests like this ever again in the United States or anywhere in the world. After Trump, he'll be known for a president that arrested everybody. And it's not just ICE. It's not just illegal immigrants. No. This is your own government being arrested by Trump. Trump's taken out school teachers, judges that were corrupt, stealing from people, framing people, police framing people. The FBI just arrested an entire sheriff's department in Alabama. Or was it Alabama? Or I don't know. Yeah, Georgia, Alabama. No, it was Alabama. Do you understand? Trump administration is arresting entire government facilities. The entire sheriff's department had to go to jail. There was another place, the entire police department had to go to jail. Trump is going around arresting entire police departments and sheriff departments. As the FBI gathers this data, they're realizing that the police actually cause more problems than they do good. So they'll be replaced by Marines later. And this is part of that quantum computer and tech force. You have to gather all the data, put all the data in the quantum computer, and say then the computer comes out and says you have to remove law enforcement. The only way to live here is to remove law enforcement because they're causing more problems than they do good. So once the FBI gets this information, they're like, oh my God, all the cops are corrupt rapists, child rapists, they're sex traffickers, they're drug dealers, all the police are criminals. So once you figure out almost all of them are criminals, They all get removed and replaced by active duty United States Marines. Now, this might not happen till after Trump, but it will happen because the FBI has data showing that police do more harm than they do good. The judges lie and steal more than anybody in the world. So why are they there? So the quantum computer and AI is going to help us remove law enforcement, remove your hospitals. They're realizing that the nurses rape people in the hospital. Male nurses, all they do is rape women. They drug them and rape them and traffic them. So the hospitals, the police, and the school systems rape, traffic, and drug your children and poison them and drug them and rape them and sex traffic them. The teachers are raping the kids. The cops raping the kids. The nurses are raping the kids. Yeah, you don't get that. Yeah, I know you don't, but you will. And Trump's going to help you realize this. And so is the FBI. They're gathering the data now. And they're going to replace your ass, remove your ass with Marines. No, I'm not wrong. I'm never wrong. Can't you see my name? It says Little Miss Can't Be Wrong. It's already happening. So I didn't make up this information. People are like, you're just making... I didn't make this information up. I didn't just say, hey, blah, 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 blah. No, I got it from the FBI. Do you know that? Did you know that my information comes from your federal government who gave me the information? No, you're just saying, oh, you're crazy. If I'm crazy, then your entire federal government is also crazy. If I'm stupid, then your FBI is also stupid because the information came from them. They're the ones that are dishing this shit out. Yeah, they are. They're like, you have corrupt cop. Everywhere you go, there's corruption and child rape and drugging. They're drugging your kids and raping them everywhere. The FBI's like, you have such a problem in the United States with law enforcement, teachers, and people that work in hospitals. They're all in on it together to rape, murder, traffic, and do drugs. So all your public government servants are actually causing more problems for you than just leaving you alone. They should just leave you alone. So if you were just left alone with no police, no teachers, no hospitals, you'd live a happier, longer, healthier life. They're doing more harm than they are good. And AI has discovered this. The quantum computer has discovered this. Tech Force has discovered this. The FBI has discovered this. And everyone's going to have to be replaced with active duty Marines. That was the solution. You're pretty much going to have a federal takeover. It looks like you have some type of cold civil war going on. You know what I mean? Like a cold civil war. You got people at the ICE building protesting, attacking federal agents. You got people attacking feds. So when you're going after feds and, federal subcontractors or whatever, when you attack the federal government, it's a civil war going on. It's just a cold civil war. It's happening around you, but you don't see it. You're at war with your own government and your own people here in the United States. And the Marines have to step in and take over. And that is the plan. Those are the orders that are being drawn up by the Pentagon. The Pentagon's gathering data from everybody and being like, yeah, we got to do something. Or else the United States will fall. If you don't change USA, you'll die. You'll die with them. You'll die with China, and you'll die with Russia and Canada. You'll die with all the rest. You cannot die here. Yes, we're going to have a reform. United States is going to be reformed. It'll be called New America. There won't be any states. They're going to remove the states. So you don't have state this, county this, city this. It's all going to be federal. We'll still live in different states. You'll still have a state that you live in, but at zip codes and area codes, but you won't have it would all be federal law. Everything will be under federal law. So you don't get to make your own rules and have pedophilia in New Mexico and pedophilia in Utah just because your state said it was okay. The federal government said it's not okay. You don't just make your own laws anymore and do whatever you want in each state, city, and county. That's not how it's going to work. It's all going to be federal. It just hasn't gotten there yet. But we will. Probably after Trump dies. Yeah, it's probably good. But he's writing orders now. He's putting things in processing. He's putting things in movement before he leaves. I heard it from the FBI. Yeah, FBI agents are coming out saying you're fucked. So you don't watch the FBI YouTube live stream, do you? Do you watch FBI agents talk on YouTube? Well, maybe you should, because then you would know what I know. You're not. That's just the thing. People don't do their research. You have to do your own research. You're not. You're just like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about because it's negative. You don't like me because what I'm saying hurts your feelings because it's more on the negative side of things. So you don't like what I hear because it's bad to hear it, because it's bad news. You're like, that's bad news. Oh, well, you need to hear it because AI is going to discover you're a little retarded ass bitch eventually. How? You think they're just not going to realize you're stupid? No, they're going to realize you're fucking stupid and you're killing the planet. And they're going to tell you, AI is going to come out and tell you, you are fucking dumb. Eventually, not yet. I know it's an interesting time to be alive. And a lot of people say that it's an interesting time to be alive. They're saying that because you get to witness. You're going to have to witness all this crazy shit. Yeah, you have to witness possibly a lot of poverty and what's it called? Unpleasant things that are going to happen. People living in their RVs and their campers. Everyone's going to live in their RVs and their campers. Everybody is. No one's going to have a house. It's getting so expensive to live in America. People are just leaving America. People are finding lives somewhere else. English, they're trying to find English-speaking countries to leave. Yeah, everyone's leaving. It's not just the immigrants. They're all self-deporting. Even Americans that were born and raised here are leaving because it's getting so expensive. They're pushing you out. They only want rich people here. I know that too. I know that Trump only wants rich people in America. He wants it to be a rich people place. Yeah, it's interesting. And then the World Cup. Hold on, let's talk about the World Cup. I have to talk about the World Cup because everyone's watching the World Cup and I'm not watching the World Cup. I'm watching what people say about America when they came here to watch the World Cup. Does that make sense? So you got a bunch of Europeans over here. They're all here for the World Cup. A lot of people, a lot of foreigners are here for the World Cup. Okay. But what are they saying about America? They love America. They love our food. They love our parks. They love our beaches. They love the lakes, the rivers, the beach. They love America. And I'm listening to all these World Cup people that are here on the World Cup talk about America. So you do too. And this is the information I'm getting. They love it here. So they hear a bunch of bad stuff about America when they're over in Europe or over wherever they're at, and they just like, oh, America sucks and they're fat and gay. But when they come here, they love it. Why? Everything's expensive, but they love the food. They love the fast food, pizza, the hamburgers, all the fatty foods that taste all good because of all the fat is illegal over there in their country. All the good food's illegal over there. So they're coming to the United States for the World Cup and they're realizing and falling in love with America. But we want them to come here, visit for the World Cup, and move here and live here and buy a house here. But they got to have money. That's the whole thing with Trump. You better have money when you get here. You better spend money on everything. Electric, water, gas, blah, 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 blah. We want you to spend your money here. So they came here and they have nothing but good things to say. Nothing but good things to say compared to their country. Their country is very small. Their country is the size of Montana or something. Like Germany is the size of Montana. France is the size like it's very small over there. So when they come over here, they're like, oh my God, they have room to breathe and space. So that's what Trump wants though. He wants you to bring your money here. He doesn't want you to come here and be a poor immigrant. He wants you to bring your money and then spend your money here. He wants rich people here. He's making it where only the rich can be here. Poor people can't be here. And if you are poor and born here, you have to join the military. They'll force you into military too. That's the best thing you can do. The best thing you can do for your is join the military. Everybody, right out of high school, just go into the military. It doesn't matter how many years you serve, what branch, what you do, nobody cares. Because you get the education, the health care, and it's a retirement plan, whether you serve 20 years or not. The benefits you get from being in the military are better. They're just going to be better for you. So there's a lot of things going on. The United States is going to change. A lot of people are going to be removed, and only the rich will stay. We're reforming law enforcement, your school systems, and your hospitals will be reformed with AI, quantum computers. Yeah. How's it going? Is it on subscribers only? Probably not. No more food stamps. I never got food stamps ever in my life, so I never had to worry about it. Yeah, I never collected food stamps. I never qualified. I always had too much money. I have too much money, too much education, too much military service. They'll never give me food stamps. I'll never qualify. I have too many assets. So I never got food stamps, but Trump stopping food stamps is only forcing people to get shitty jobs. So all these jobs, we deported all these people. So we deported them. They couldn't collect food stamps anyways. The illegal immigrants. They only could work shitty jobs. So now the people that get their food stamps taken away should fill the shitty job position, correct? Well, that's what Trump was hoping. He was hoping, hey, I'm going to take away your food stamps so you got to go get the shitty job that's available now because I deported the illegals. So he's kind of assuming it'll work out in a couple years. See how do you understand how his mind's working now? He deports all the people for the shitty jobs. I take your food stamps away, forcing you to go to work. And does that make sense? Yeah, it does. He's trying to get Americans to get off their fucking asses and do the shitty jobs that the immigrants are doing. Stop collecting food stamps. If you're an illegal immigrant, get the fuck out of our country and stop the food stamps and make those people do the illegal immigrants' job, the shitty job. Yes. Yeah, he's trying to enforce or insinuate or motivate you by taking away your food stamps and kicking all the illegals out. So do you see it's chess? It's like a chessboard. First, I have to remove the illegal immigrants. So that means the job's available. Then I take your food stamps away, and then you go fill that illegal immigrant job. Well, the reason you're on food stamps is because you're a low IQ, low educated person anyways. So when they do, no, it makes sense. The math is mathing. It makes sense. I think you guys get what I'm saying. Thank you for your super chat. Peft. How's it going? Thank you. They're lazy. You're saying they're lazy. It doesn't matter what their thing is. It doesn't matter what their thing is. But the thing is Trump is trying. He's trying to make Americans invest in America, not foreigners invest in America and just be illegal here. It messes everybody up. He's correcting course, but it's not what you think. It's like a chessboard. He thinks if he does one thing over here, you'll do something over here. And then if he does over here, then you'll do something. He's trying to force you to do things without actually forcing you to do things. And that's why he's doing all this shit. You're calling the FBI crazy. You're not calling me crazy because the information's coming out of your federal government. It is not coming from me. Information doesn't even come from me. I gather the information from your government and then I regurgitate it out of my mouth. And then when you hear it, you don't like it. And then you say that to me. The information's coming from somewhere else. I'm just sitting here. I'm not actually a person having my own thoughts. These thoughts already have come to the conclusion at the Pentagon. The Pentagon has decided you're fucked. NASA also has decided you are also fucked. Does that make sense? Let me explain to you what NASA gave to the Pentagon. NASA gave a report to the Pentagon about how you're fucked on a galactic scale, on a scale of the sun, moon, and the stars. You're fucked. You're fucked because their calendar says you're dead already. NASA has a calendar, a clock that's ticking, saying you all die in 20 years. Their quantum computer at NASA said you dead already. Yeah. And so Trump's going to try to do what he can, because Trump has the information now. And he's only one president. We get other president. So it's going to be different. Yes, and that's weird. So the Pentagon remains the same. The FBI remains the same, but the presidents change. The military remains the same, but the president changes. That's why this place is kind of messed up. Because how does the president get to do what they're doing in only 4 years? That's messed up. What am I drinking? Coffee. I'm just ranting on the internet about what I always ranted about. Trump signed executive orders for this quantum computer. And I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm not crazy, the FBI is. I'm not crazy, NASA is. NASA's where I get the information. The Pentagon's where I get the information. So because I'm speaking the truth, and the truth is crazy, you don't like me. People don't like change. They'll be like, oh, that means things are going to have to change. Things are going to change around here. Yeah, I have a job. I work for the United States government as a lawyer. You're stupid. You're just a dumb bitch that doesn't know anything. Apparently this Bob person doesn't have anything better to do. I've done retired out of the federal government, you little idiot. I've already spent 20 years with the federal government. You're a little moron. You feel sorry for me? Stupid. I feel sorry for you. I think you're fucking dumb. I feel sorry for you. You're rich. You have everything you've ever wanted and you've lived a great life. I feel so sorry for you. Fucking dumb. It's dumb bitch. Yeah, it's dumb bitch internet fucks. They have to create a narrative of your life that never existed. I have no idea what narrative you're creating in your fucking head right now. Lived a whole amazing life. Traveled the world with the government paid for everything. The government paid for my college. The government did everything for me. The government paid me. Worked for the government my whole life. Now I'm going to replace you. This entire United States will be replaced by Marines. NASA already realized it too. Yeah, NASA's already come to the conclusion that the Marines are going to have to take over and take control of everything. So normally they send in FEMA. You know, FEMA will do this and FEMA will do that during emergencies. That's all going to be taken over by Marines. Why? Why Marines? Why do I know this? How do I know this? Why would I even talk about this kind of stuff? Because I saw the orders. Because I gave the orders to the Pentagon. I wrote on my report. They get reports from everywhere. The FBI, the DIA, the CIA, different people, doctors, lawyers, judges, NASA, blah, blah, blah. They get reports and reports. Then they put them into a quantum computer. All these reports about probabilities and possibilities. And the Pentagon's computers spit out information that said, if the Marines don't take over the United States, you'll all die, and your government will end up removed permanently. There'll be a new government in place. It'll be called New America. It just hasn't happened yet. The Pentagon has the orders already. How do I know? I love America. This shit's hilarious. I love being like, just how they like, I don't know how they get information, how they spy on other countries, and you know, then they put it in the Hollywood movies and they try to like make a movie about it. It's just, USA is just funny. And they do shit with Hollywood. They do weird shit. So that's another thing I learned, that the FBI actually makes Hollywood movies. The Pentagon makes movies. The FBI makes movies. The CIA makes. Actually, Steven Spielberg never made a movie. All that E.T. movie and the Disclosure Day and all these Steven Spielberg movies, those are from the FBI. The FBI is the ones that are creating the narratives, giving it to Hollywood, and then Hollywood makes the movie. I bet you didn't know that. Well, not everybody knows that. Yeah, I'm talking about things that you don't know about. So I'm speaking of things that you are clueless. You're absolutely fucking clueless of. So yeah, you're going to call me crazy and want me to shut up. You'll probably shoot me like Charlie Kirk. I'll probably be the next Charlie Kirk. I'll be the next Malcolm X. I'll be the next JFK. I'm the next Jesus. The only one talking shit and everybody kill me. Yeah, you want to kill me. Like Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X and JFK and Charlie Kirk and all these people who speak. You want me dead. Because I'm speaking of things like Jesus was speaking of things. They called him crazy. They called him arrogant. They called him stupid. Then they killed him. It's the same thing. Anybody who speaks has to die. We don't know why. We haven't figured it out. Anybody who has influence over other people has to die. Why is that? Yeah, so because I'm speaking of things you don't know about, like I'm Jesus, because I speak of things you don't know about, I have to go away and I'm a bad person and I need to shut up and blah, blah, even though I'm more intelligent than you, all of you put together. Yeah, that all you see is a pretty face, which is why they train me. This is why they chose me. They need beautiful women to be spies because the women are the best spies because no one is looking at them to be intelligent, right? So they look at a pretty face and like, oh, you can't be intelligent because you're beautiful. That's perfect. That's exactly where I want you. Stay there. Say I'm stupid because I'm beautiful, and that's what the Pentagon initially wanted. That's what they wanted. They're like, we're going to create a team of females, spies. Everyone's going to think they're stupid because they're beautiful, but they're not. They're just gathering information, reporting back to us. So yes, I'm doing my job, and I do it very well. to where I'm going to start to train others too eventually. So it's been interesting. I hate the government, but the more that I realize that the government's going to fall and be rebuilt by Marines makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. The fact that we're going to get rid of a lot of the teachers, the police, the hospitals will all be ran by AI and robots. Teaching, policing, and healthcare will all be robotic on autopilot robots. They'll be able to diagnose this, diagnose that. They'll have the medicine, they'll have the cure. The legal stuff will all be AI. The policing is all AI. The teaching, the teachers, why do I need a teacher? It's all AI. It's a robot could teach your kid better than you can. A robot could teach and do surgery better than you can. A robot could do policing better than you can. A robot could teach better than you can. A robot could do medical surgeries better than you ever will. So the robot will eventually assist us in this community stuff to where the corruption, that'll cut down on all your corruption, almost all of it. Once the robot replaces with the low IQ jobs, robots can only take low IQ jobs like that, the mundane, repetitive jobs. I don't need a bunch of nurses and police. I just download the software. Why? Software, hardware, whatever. Why? It's a computerized now. I don't need to train all these people on nursing and doctors and lawyers. It's all AI. I just download it now. Yeah, you're waste. You're a waste of life. You're wasting life. You're wasting. Humans don't really have a purpose. They're like, oh, I'm a plumber. Good for you. That's not your purpose. That's what you do for a living. Oh, but I've been doing plumbing for 30 years. It's who I am. You are not a plumber. That is not who you are. No, that is not who you are. That is what you do. And there's a difference. Okay? So people lack the human person, the beings, the human beings lack purpose. You have no purpose. No, you don't. You have an occupation that makes you valuable to get you money. You don't really plant trees or clean up the ocean, or you actually don't really have a purpose. Not really. And the kids are going to realize this, though. The children are going to figure this out eventually. They haven't figured it out yet. I got it from NASA, right? So all the information came from the Pentagon, the FBI, and NASA. You don't like that I'm on the internet talking what the NASA already talked. FBI already spoke of it. The Pentagon already spoke. The NASA already spoke. The FBI already spoke. I just took what they spoke about and then I spoke it. Now you don't like that. So I have to go to jail now and die. I have to get shot up like Charlie Kirk. If I was out in public, you'd try to kill me. Jesus had an answer for everything. So did Malcolm X. Jesus would sit there and people would talk and he'd be like, okay, this is what's going on. Charlie Kirk would be asked a question and Charlie Kirk was like, yeah, this is what's going on. You killed them because they came off as arrogant to you. They came off as a know-it-all, but really they're just observers and you hate the person that could respond quickly. I don't have to think about things and go, oh, let me get back with you on that. I can just speak it out. I already know. I can just talk. And you don't like this. You see this as arrogance or whatever, narcissistic personality disorder, when really most of you are just uneducated little retards that think it's all going to be okay. You have this false sense of security. Yeah, you have like, oh, I'm safe. I'm so safe. You are not fucking safe, motherfucker. You are not safe. It is not safe out here, I tell you. It is not okay, I'm telling you. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know. I can't read these comments. Hey, muscle lady. Wyoming says I have muscles. It's from, let me tell you why I have muscles right now. I've been shoveling gravel. Yeah, I'm doing the driveway. I have a big old pile of gravel out here. I had a big old pile of gravel out there. I smoothed that out, and I've been shoveling gravel. I gave up on shoveling gravel. I still have more. I'm doing the driveway. So right now I'm on an acre lot. I have an acre dirt mostly. I did a garden bed. I put up the pool, and now I'm doing the driveway. So I'm doing like little things here and there, but I got all this muscle because I've been shoveling rocks. Piles of rocks, so it's all like I'm all muscly and everything. But really, normally I wouldn't be. I'd be all, it's still kind of like flabby. I still have some work to do. Everyone's noticed my muscles. I'm like, yeah, it's from shoveling the gravel. Actually, you know what's funny? Is that the guy that came and did the gravel worked for the government his whole life. Yeah, I'm like, I was talking to him. He came and dumped the gravel. And I'm like, blah, 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 blah. Look at my spot, whatever, I'm doing this and that. And he's like, yeah, I did 20 years in the Marine Corps and 10 years on the sheriff's department. I'm like, what the fuck? He worked for the government his whole life and now he drives a dump truck doing gravel. Yes, the guy that dumped my gravel out, he outranks half the people in the town. Yeah. The guy that did my gravel did 30 years for the federal government. I think I only did like 15 or 20, maybe. Well, they sent me to college for 10 years. That's the problem. The government, I worked for them for 12, 15 years, but I went to college for 10. They paid me to go to college for 10 years. And that's like a whole separate thing too, you know. A lot of officers go to college and go through the officers program that way, but I didn't, but I still equivalate. I still have the equivalence. But yeah, the guy that dumped the gravel retired Marine Corps and then has another 401k with the sheriff's department. I'm like, oh my God, dude. He's like, yeah, and he still works dumping gravel. I'm like, it's crazy. You got government employees all spread out and you don't even know who they are. They're your neighbors. They're the guy dumping gravel. They're still out here. Government employees are not, they're on standby. That's how the Pentagon's seeing it. And I had another conversation with somebody else saying that the Pentagon trained you and now you're sitting on your ass. Now I'm sitting on my ass in my chair. But the government paid for all this stuff. The government trained me, the government sent me to school, blah, 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 blah. And now I'm sitting on my ass. But that's not how the Pentagon sees it. They see it as a resource waiting to be launched, waiting to be activated. They don't see you as useless. Once they train you and send you to school and then you go, whatever, you go sit on an island somewhere or whatever without the USA, you go move into another country, they still see you as an asset. They're still seeing you as property that they created. They could pull these assets. They're seeing you as a line of defense. The veteran is a line of defense. The government veteran is some type of frontline home defense mechanism that the Pentagon is hoping to train as many as they can. They want you to join everybody to join the military, even if you retire, because you're still an asset sitting on their property. So if we ever, they ever storm the beaches of Texas, you have all these trained veterans everywhere that have to get recalled. They'll all get recalled. That's how they're seeing it. No, that's how they see it. That's not how the people see it. The people see it as whatever. I did this, I did that. I got my education, my free health care. Now I'm just living, sitting on my ass. That's not how the Pentagon sees you. The Pentagon sees you as a first line of defense. They already trained that it's ready to go for home defense. They see you as home defenders. Yeah, I had a conversation with this about another military guy. He's like, yes, we have to train, even if they don't make it. Even if you only make it halfway through or you only serve 1 year, 2 years in the government, we still want you. We want to train as many people as we can, many civilians as we can. So our home defense is strong. So you have a strong home security force. Feet. You guys are so, I don't know what the thing is about the feet. There's nothing special about anybody's feet. I don't know why you guys, I don't think, weird foot fetish going on. I think men like women's feet because men's feet are disgusting, probably. So they love women's feet because the man's foot's gross or something. I don't know. Gosh. Definitely not happening. So, anyways, I thought I would come on here and talk about Trump's quantum computer shit because I just thought it was interesting. So let me grab my other phone and see what is on the news so we could rant. Let me just go off ranting about the news. Okay, let's see what we got. News. Let's see what Trump is up to this morning. I'm trying to find some talking points. So, does anybody have any information on the news? Oh, look, oh, I told you Ebola. Hold on a second. Listen to this Ebola stuff. Because I researched this a couple weeks ago and I'm like, okay, hold on a second. Ebola, COVID, monkeypox, West Nile virus, measles is back killing people in Texas. AIDS is back killing people in Texas. Texas is flooding. A lot of shit gets, yeah, it's just weird. So hold on a second. Ebola on a global health issue. Ebola is now a global health issue. Ebola could be the next COVID, but they're containing it. So it doesn't spread as fast as COVID, but it's more, I don't know how that goes. I don't get it. It spread, no, it has a different incubation period. Anyways, Ebola is running around, rampant around Africa, I guess. I don't know. And now it's everywhere. It's your next plague. So I predicted this years ago where I said, well, the Bible did. I got it from the Bible. I was reading the Bible and everybody else was making these videos. There'll be 9 plagues. You have 9 plagues in 21 years. 9 plagues in the span of 21 years. That's what's going on in the Bible. So you have COVID, monkeypox, Ebola, measles is killing. It's anything that kills somebody is plague. So you get sick and you live, that's cool, but you get sick and you die, it's plague. You get plagued on. Plagues don't always kill you. They torment and torture you, like monkeypox tortures the gays. Ebola's torturing, COVID's torturing the fat people, the gays and the fats get tortured by the plagues. So if you're a good person, you're straight, you're not dirty, you're not fat, you won't get sick at all. I've never been sick ever in my life. There'll be 9 plagues. There's already like 5 out there. Suicide's also a plague. I was thinking about that the other day because I looked at your suicide rate. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that on here. This is for entertainment purposes only. But suicide is also one of the plagues that I predicted. I never thought of it as a plague, but it looks like a plague because you're all dying of suicide. Like a shit ton of you people are offing yourselves. Mostly men. So 95% of the suicide is men. It's not, is it because there's more men than women? You have to think about that too. Is there more men on the planet than women on the planet? Because why are all the men committing suicide? So yeah, I'm just reading the news on what to rant about. SpaceX launches some shit out of in Florida, Cape Canaveral. They're doing shit still. Ebola fears grow, battle new outbreak. Yeah, there's Ebola spreading everywhere. It's a threat. It's a global threat. It's your next plague. That's what I'm trying to say. You have plagues in line. After Ebola, it'll be something else. I don't know what. Because monkeypox was kind of a new thing, and then COVID was new. It's all new because you're getting your 9 plagues. 9 plagues in the span of 21 years, which is your tribulations. So your tribulations last 21 years. In those 21 years, you get plagued with 9 different diseases, 9 different torments and tortures. Good people don't get it. Yeah. So, all right. So let me just explain. You've already finished the first 7 years of pre-tribulations, pre-tribs. It's where it's tribulations. So you're not in tribulations yet. It's on its way after Trump dies. Everything revolves around Trump's death. And Trump is the only thing that's like holding this place together. Once Trump dies or goes away, you all fall apart. Everybody does. Countries, the world. And no, it's not because of Trump. It's just we're just using it as a marker. It's not because Trump did something. No, it's just because after Trump dies, your real tribulations will start. Your starvation hasn't even begun to start. Your economic collapse hasn't even begun yet. You're in pre-tribulations where you still get the 9 plagues. So your pre-tribs, you still get plagued with COVID and monkeypox and Ebola and measles is taking people out and floods and earthquakes and tsunamis and volcanoes. You get plagued like a motherfucker. You're getting the fucking shit plagued out of you. The tick virus. Now there's a tick virus that makes you allergic to red meat. So the tick is making people allergic to red meat, whatever. Go do your research. It's another plague. The tick thing that's going on, that's part of the 9 plagues you got from your tribulations. So your tribulations has started. It has started. Your pre-tribs is over. Your first 7 years is over, which was 2017. Okay, it started 2017. That was the first second set of 7s. Then you have another 7 years. This is the worst 7 years you're going to have in the United States. Then you have after the tribulation, then you have another tribulation. So it's a total of 7 years, 7 years, 7 years. And the last 7 years is where you rebuild, which is also suffering. You suffered during your rebuild process. So this second set of 7 years of the tribulations tears down, it's going to tear down your foundation globally, your economy, everything you do is going to change. Robotics, AI, quantum computers, all this shit's going to tear you down. And then there'll also be a struggle during your rebuild process. So after tribulations is over, you still suffer from your rebuilding. You have to rebuild the whole world. after the shift. A shift is happening that NASA knows about. They're timing all this shit around NASA's calendar, NASA's clock. NASA has a calendar of when you're going to die, how you're going to die, and the caskets, and where we need all these caskets. We can't have dead bodies laying around because the dead bodies will cause more illness. So NASA's preparing caskets, FEMA's preparing your casket. There's a casket for everybody here in the United States. Everybody's got your casket already made. So if a child is born, a casket's made. That's how they're seeing it. They're like, how many people do we have on the planet? That's how many caskets. They're expecting you all to die. Yeah. So I'm just trying to, it's bad news. Yeah. No one wants to hear the bad news, but you're going to receive it anyways, especially if you're still on my channel. You're going to receive bad news because that's just what it is. Okay. So, what I'm saying is these Ebola is in the news again because it's a plague. It's part of your suffering, like COVID. It's just another suffering, like measles, the tick virus, whatever. All these little things here and there, it's part of your plaguing out of Revelations, chapter whatever, 21 or 20 or 10 or whatever. I don't know what chapter it is. It's out of Revelation. Ebola is in Revelation. COVID is in Revelation. Your tick virus, your monkeypox is all in Revelation. You just can't see it. You don't see it that way. You see it a different way. It's not. You're being plagued on because you're all going to die. And NASA knows it. And I'm excited about your death. I can't wait till y'all get wiped out. I might not even make it myself. But the planet will heal itself after the human infestation is gone. So the human body, when you look at the globe from outside of yourself, when you look at yourself in outer space, it's all lit up, right? When you look at America or anywhere, you look at anywhere, it's all has lights everywhere at night. When you're looking at the planet and you see all the lights, you've seen pictures of outer space at night. But to the rest of the world, it looks like this place has an infestation of human beings, right? So you're infesting the planet and killing the planet with your whatever, automobile, plastic, microplastics, Ebola, COVID, whatever the fuck. So you're infesting this place and you're going to kill the planet, but the planet's pretty strong. It can handle it. Earth can handle it, but it'll reach a point where you got to go. So let's say it's the same thing about your body. Let's say you're sick. Eventually, the illness, you have to almost kill yourself to get rid of the illness, like cancer. You're like a cancer on the planet Earth. And you need to go through leukemia or some shit. Yeah, so the Earth will die trying to get rid of you because you're killing it. It's like barnacles on the whale. Have you seen the whales with barnacles? That's what you are on planet Earth. You're a fucking barnacle sucking the life out of planet Earth. Does that make sense? So take the whale, okay? It's full of barnacles. You take the Earth, it's full of people. You're sucking the life out of Earth. The barnacle sucking the life out of the whale. And there's a bunch of them. They're covered in it. You're covered the Earth. You're killing it. Eventually, Earth will correct and get rid of you. Eventually, the Earth is going to figure out that you're killing it, that you're a disease on Earth. Is a living, breathing thing. It needs volcanoes to create more cleaner oxygen. It needs earthquakes so it can move. It needs all this shit. So it's breathing. Earth is actually breathing. So I know you don't see this, but the human population is an infestation. So you know how you have a house and you might get overtaken by like cockroaches or ants or spiders or rats or whatever you were infested with. That's what you are to Earth. So Earth has to, what do you do when the house is infested? You tent it. You tent it and try to kill the infestation. Yeah, that's what has to happen. You got to go off of Earth. You have to be removed as a population in order for Earth to correct and live, because you're killing it through your infestation. And you could see it at night from outer space. All the lights, those aren't lights. That's an infestation problem that planet Earth has. You sitting here right now with me, you're actually some type of barnacle sitting on a whale. Does that make sense? You're like a little barnacle. You know, you've seen the barnacles? You're a barnacle that can't be removed. You got to get removed so Earth can breathe. Yeah. So you have this tribulations, and the tribulations cleans the, is supposed to cleanse the planet. Your death is a blessing to Earth. You dropping fucking dead during tribulations is God sent rapture. They call it a rapture harvest, judgment in Revelations chapter 14. But really, you see what I'm saying? Like, you're going to see poverty and suffering and starvation and blah, 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 and earthquakes and tsunamis. But this is what has to happen in order for Earth to stay alive. You have got to go. You're a fucking barnacle. Infestation. And in Revelations, they call it the rapture harvest judgment, where you all die. Rapture means exit. It means you all exit the planet. That's what's happening right now. You're exiting with Ebola, COVID. I don't care what you exit with. I don't care how you exit. You exit or raptured, which means a lot of people die. People have got to die in order for Earth to correct itself. And NASA knows this. Then NASA sent the information to the Pentagon. Then the Pentagon put it in a quantum computer ordered by Trump and found out, yeah, you all got to die. Then AI found out you're a bunch of racist, fat, stupid bitches that don't know shit, that are killing yourselves. You're a bunch of little retards. So AI is discovering you're retarded. NASA's discovering you all got to die in order for a planet to live. So the planet will give itself a desert. So in order to kill you, the planet will turn into a desert area to kill you off, because you can't live without water. So the planet will dry up in areas to kill you off in order to save itself. It's like you have a scab on your skin, you got hurt, and now there's a scab, and it crusted over, and healed itself. That's what the Earth is going to do to you. You're like, you're a wound that needs to be healed, and they heal it with desert. That desert is the scab trying to heal itself with no water. It's dry. It's not. Do you understand what I'm saying? Kind of. It makes sense, because as above, so below. What goes around comes around. So it makes sense. You are nothing but an infestation on this planet. You're a scab that's going to dry up and die and fall off, because Earth has to heal. And it heals through your death. And that's the only way Earth is going to make it, is if you die. And Earth will make it. Earth don't give a fuck about you or your purpose. Yeah. So this is all coming from NASA. It's all coming from the Pentagon, the FBI. And I just saved you 30 years of research. So now you don't have to worry about it. I gave you all the information you'll ever need about what's happening here on the planet. And it's your choice to believe me or not. I don't care. You'll be dead already. You're dead already. They already created the casket. They know you're going to die. NASA put it into a quantum computer like, yep, they got to die. You're getting plagued with Ebola and COVID and monkeypox, because it's in the Bible that you'll be plagued and die. So the Bible saw it. Notre Dame saw it in the stars. It's a calendar. So, put the Bible aside and just look at NASA. It's still a calendar. It's still a clock ticking. You're still a clock ticking to its death, no matter what, whether you believe in the Bible or not, or whether you believe in NASA or not. You have infested this planet, and you will be removed by the planet in order for the planet to live. You will be removed, and the planet will keep trying to get rid of you, just like a cancer patient, just like anybody who's sick or has a scab or anything. Earth is going to do the same thing. It's going to repair itself to get rid of you. It'll kill itself. Does that make sense? So you can't feed off of me like a barnacle if I'm half dead. There's no nutrients there. That's what the Earth is planning on doing. NASA has the information. So how does it come back to life? Volcanoes. Volcanoes. So how does Earth regenerate its life after the drought or whatever, after it tries to kill you? Volcanic eruption produces high amounts of oxygen into the atmosphere, like a lot, a shit ton of oxygen, clean air. So after you die, just like, okay, you say you get a zit on your face. Have you ever had a zit on your face and you pop it? That's a volcano erupting. It's erupting oxygen though, so it could heal. Yeah, that's another thing. People are like, blah, 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 how are they going to do this? Because it all makes sense when you do the research. And I'm like, volcanoes. It'll reproduce itself through the volcanic eruptions. Volcanoes bring life into the world through massive, I mean, one volcano could provide oxygen. One volcano that erupts will clean out the air for an entire country. You need volcanoes. Yeah, you got to have them. They got to erupt a lot of them. So Earth will erupt volcanic eruption over here. Earth will volcano erupt over here. Earth will volcano erupt. And NASA is sitting there like, why has Earth got all these volcanoes all of a sudden? Because you're killing it. You have an infestation. You have a human infestation on the planet. So it's volcanically erupting to correct. It's trying to live. It's trying to breathe. You're infesting Earth with your stupid shit, your dumb shit. So Earth is going to come at you because what goes around comes around, and as above, so below. The mathematical equation that NASA's coming up with is you all die in order for Earth to live. You have too many people here killing each other, polluting the Earth, polluting the planet. The whales are full of plastic. The whale is full of plastic dead on the beach. You cut it open and a bunch of plastic comes out. That was your first sign from God to stop doing what you're doing. Now you're still doing what you're doing, and now you gotta die. You're getting the warning signs that you're an infestation. You're a problem here. The human population is a problem, and it's gotta go. It's gotta go according to the Bible. You gotta go according to Nostradamus. You gotta go according to NASA. I mean, the Pentagon wants you gone too. But the Pentagon, okay, so the Pentagon's thing doesn't care. The Pentagon wants to remain after everyone dies. How does the Pentagon remain after everybody dies? That's their goal. So they're replacing everybody with Marines. So they're training a new Marine. Yeah, it's crazy. Yes, it is crazy. Because once the Pentagon gets word that you're retarded as fuck, they have to correct course. What do? They develop a new military, because that's what they do. They have to counter-react. So they're breeding a new Marine at a boot camp that's prepared for this shit. They're not. These Marines aren't prepared to go to war overseas. Yeah, they are, but they're not. They're prepared here. They're preparing them for here. They're preparing them to fight here, to survive here, to save as many people as they can. Well, I'm just giving you secret information that is not a secret. None of it is. Yeah, you only have like 10 or 20 more years to live here. NASA said you only have 20 years. The Pentagon said you only have 20 years. The FBI knows. You'll see a bunch of FBI retirements. They'll just retire and leave. They won't say anything. They don't care about you. They'll cut their losses and go fishing on a river bank somewhere and be like, fuck it. Yeah, you'll see mass retirement and government employees because they know. They know there's no point in continuing. So Pentagon's worried about the rebuild process already. They're like, okay, fine. We've accepted that all this shit is true. Okay, so how are we going to have a Pentagon after? That's the only thing they care about, is how they're going to have a Pentagon after. How are they going to do this? With the United States Marine Corps. That's the only way they'll ever have a Pentagon after everything goes to shit. Yep. So they're only trying to figure out how the Pentagon's going to survive. That's it. They don't care about you or anybody else. They care about the United States Marine. The new Marine that's being trained right now in boot camp, the new Marines in boot camp, those are the future presidents. That's the future president somewhere of new America. Later, in 20 years from now, they don't care who you vote for right now. They don't care about your money. They don't care about your debt. They don't care about shit. They can only care about who's going to hold down the Pentagon after you all die. Will the Pentagon live after everybody's gone? Will there be a government intact? Yes, there will. And it'll be called the United States Marine Corps. And that's it. They'll be doing everything. You think it's FEMA or the CIA or no, it's all Marine, all out of boot camp. They'll be the remaining Pentagon. They'll be the government. They'll be the president. It'll be a soldier, a general or an officer of the Marine Corps later on will be like, oh, fine, I'll be the president. They don't want to be, but they will, because you need to rebuild your Pentagon. So I'm just giving you all this information because you really have no hope here. There is no future for you here. You will have destroyed the planet, and the planet is going to try to kill itself to get rid of you, just like cancer. You have to die to get rid of the cancer. Does that make sense? Because it kills the cancer at the same time. So the planet will turn desert-y. USA will turn into a desert. Watch, it'll get all desert-y. So where there was water, Lake Mead, there's no water in Lake Mead. California has no water. New Mexico has no water. Texas barely has any water. Blah, blah, blah. You'll all run out of water in the Southwest region. Utah, Colorado, you'll all run out of water, everybody. Because it's trying to kill you to repair itself. It's all coming from NASA. Yeah, I know. I'm just regurgitating shit. I didn't make up information. I don't make up information and then just get on the internet and start talking. Why? Look at all the information I'm talking about. I can just talk to where you want to shoot me in my head like I'm Charlie Kirk. Talk, and I'll never shut up and I'll never stop talking. Why? Because I know shit and I got a lot of shit to say. And let's say I'm a liar. It doesn't matter. I'm a very creative liar. I'm creating a narrative. I'm creating the next Hollywood movie. It doesn't matter if I'm lying or not. What matters is that I'm on the internet and you're listening to it. Who cares if I'm a crazy bitch? Then why are you listening? Go away. Go somewhere else. Okay, I'm a creative writer. Great. I'm writing a book on the end of the world. Bye. Okay, bye. I'm creative. Okay, I'm coming up with it in my head and I'm creative. Go away. Either way, some of these people look stupid. Either way, even if I'm crazy or not, I'm creative. No matter what. Okay, fine, it's not true. Then I'm just creative. Then I'm authentic. Just spitting shit out off the top of my head. Whatever, dude. I don't care. It doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. Jesus. Take Jesus. People are like, Jesus didn't do that. Jesus didn't. I don't care if Jesus did it or not. It's a story in a book. They're like, yeah, it's a story in a book. I'm like, yeah, okay, bye. I still use the book as a reference. It doesn't matter if what I'm saying is true or not. It doesn't matter if the Bible's real or not. I'm just spitting out information. Why does it matter if it's real? Why does it matter if it's true? You're a liar. You're lying. You're crazy. Okay, bye. It doesn't matter. It's creative writing. Bye. You don't get it. Either way, you don't get it. Like Jesus. Jesus wasn't this. Okay, Jesus wasn't this, but it's in a book. And I read the book. So I'm talking about it. So what if it's The Great Gatsby? Lord of the Flies? I mean, pick a fucking book. I'll talk about it. Fine. I'll reference the book. Like, just because somebody's talking and you don't believe them, that doesn't mean they care. Fine. I'm a liar. I'm just a creative person lying on the internet. Go away. They don't get it. It's the principalities and powers at play. You don't understand yourself. Who cares if what I'm saying is a lie? I don't care if Jesus was real or not. It's a story in a book. You can't comprehend that. It's too much for you. It's too much to comprehend. Oh, Lord of the Flies. This Lord of the Flies reminds me of Epstein's Island. Okay, hold on a second. They're on an island with a bunch of boys. That just straight up looks like some PDF stuff right there. Yeah. So they were already taking boys and putting them on an island. Does that make sense? When I saw the Lord of the Flies, and I'm like, that's pedophilia. It's Epstein's Island. Well, once we saw Epstein's Island, I was thinking Lord of the Flies. That was the first thing I was thinking. I'm like, I read that book. I'm like, yeah, they put a bunch of boys and they were together and they crashed an airplane, whatever. But it doesn't matter. It looks like pedophilia. Lord of the Flies is a story of pedos. Yeah, it's a story, an island full of boys. That's pedophilia. Yeah, I put that together later on. I was just like, oh my God. See, I'm a creative person. I'm creative thinking. I see Lord of the Flies and I see Epstein's Island, but did you see that? No, you didn't see that. Why? Why don't you see the same thing I see? Because you don't have a creative, authentic mind. I'm creative. Lord of the Flies is pedophilia. Whoever that writer is that wrote that story, he's a pedo. He's a child rapist. Yeah, he is. They were fantasizing about boys on an island because they want a bunch of boys on. Yeah, no, you'll connect it. No, you'll connect the dots. Some of you will, some of you won't. You'll figure it out. Yeah, Lord of the Flies, The Great Gatsby, all this stuff. All these books and movies stem from the truth. They're partial truth. They're not full truth. They're partial. They create ideas and then they run with them. But they really came from negativity. Vain imaginations, Jesus said. He said, I cast down your bad ideas. He was trying to cast out negative intent. I have to get more coffee. Haters gotta hate, 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 hate. So, 2027. What's going on in 2027? Well, let me tell you. It's an election year. I think so. So I'll definitely get shot at. Yeah. So let's see, 2027. Well, I'm going to try to do some research here on the 2027 election. I'm just reading the news because it's going to be, yeah, already thinking about the 2028 election. Everybody is. That's just the thing. That's why I'm talking about it, because everybody is thinking about this election already. We're only in the middle of 2026, but we're already like, oh my God, 2028 election. Why? Because the elections start 2027 technically. Yeah, so that's why they campaign 2027, they do all this stuff 2027. And that's very soon from now. That's 6 months from now. So they'll start campaigning and doing all their shit 2027. They'll, get their names on the ballot or whatever. We'll have names on the ballot by 2027. That's why everybody's talking about. And USA is having like, no, USA's freaking out. People are freaking out over the food stamps, the just everything that's happening, the immigration, everything's happening to us. It's a big deal. So we're all waiting for Trump to leave office already. We're like, he's gone already. Yeah, it's already halfway through, and we're all worried about the 2027 election because you're going to see people thinking that the election's going to save them from what's about to happen. They're not going to fix the economy. Nobody is. You're not fixing the economy because AI already said you're fucked. AI said your monetary policies are a fucking sham, robbery, and theft and fraud. Your whole system is a fraud, according to AI, and you're all racist and gay and fat, according to AI. I didn't say it, AI did. Don't shoot the messenger situation going on over here. Like you're trying to shoot the messenger. That doesn't help. It's not helping. But yeah, this election is crazy. This 2027, yeah, people are already like, oh, Rubio and all these other. No one's gonna fix anything. Not even God could fix it. God already said you had to have a tribulation. God already said you had to be raptured. So no matter what you do, no matter who you vote for, you're fucked. Yeah. Well, I'm just a messenger. That's what I'm saying. You killed Jesus. He was just a messenger. You killed the messenger. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's read some of the comments. What's it say? Yeah, nobody cares. Okay. It's time for a hair tutorial. Do you like short hair or long hair? Because some women cut their hair like real short up here. I could cut half of it off and have like this little. I could have like super short hair. What would I look like with super short hair? It would look like this. I don't know. I probably would look good with short hair, huh? I've never had my hair that short. I don't wear it like that, like super short. You know what I'm talking about? Like where it's like right above your ears, super short. I don't know. I like my hair longer. It's not really long because it doesn't go down here. It just goes a little past the shoulders. I like my length. Just put a bikini on and never speak. Okay, thanks for that comment. Appreciate it. Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it long. I think people like it long. Well, so do I. Every time I have short, it's actually easier to manage when it's long because you could wrap it up. When it's short, there's nothing, you can't wrap it up and it's all in your face. So that's why I like it long because it wraps up on top of my head. And I can wear it like, when it's short, I can't do anything. It's just flying everywhere. That's why I don't like it. What I really want to do with the channel is, yeah, I'm gonna have to start going live later tonight. I'm gonna have to plan a live stream for late tonight. Yep, I'll have to figure it out. Well, the reason my channel's been lacking is because I'm not going live during prime time. This is a morning. I go live in the mornings or afternoons, and that's not prime time. Prime time's 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night when people are watching YouTube. So tonight I might have to go live and do something. I don't know. I might do something. I don't know. I have to figure it out. Can you please focus and finish your rant? I was done with the rant. I don't have anything else to talk about. It's already been an hour and a half. No, it's my prime times. A lot of people can put me on mute. You could just mute me if you want. Like, people will be like, blah, 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 you just have to stop talking. Yeah, but just mute it. Why don't you just mute? Because that makes too much sense. People are like, I don't like you, but I like watching you, so mute. Just hit the mute button. Just mute it. It makes too much sense. Yeah, so like when you have somebody has a problem and you're like, okay, just mute it. They don't like that you just solve their problem very easily and they get irritated. I've noticed that too. I'm like, okay, if you don't like it, just mute. And they're like, I never thought of that. Yeah, because you're just complaining about shit. Just mute. If you don't like to hear me, but you like to see me, mute. If you like to hear me, but you don't like to see me, then just cut the camera off and just listen. Do you see what I'm saying? But do you see what I'm saying? Make it make sense. Change into a different outfit. I will tonight. I'm going to figure out a show tonight. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. I will figure something out. Well, I have to start going live during prime times, which is 8 o'clock at night. I'll have to figure it out. I'm trying to read some of these comments. So, yeah, another thing you guys need to realize is that you're on my live stream crying like a bitch. You're like, meh, 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 meh. Go away and start your own live stream. They can't. They just want to be on my live stream crying over my tits. No, you have tits. Blah, 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 blah. Right, I see that you're just crying over my tits. Go start your own live stream. You don't. So you're talking shit about my book. Let's say I have a book and I wrote a book and I'm like, ah, that's my book I wrote. And you're like, ah, you're a piece of shit. But you don't have a book. But my book's a piece of shit. So you're on my live stream, but you don't even have any videos on your channel. But you're talking shit about my video. Does that make sense? Yes. So well, the proof is in the pudding. I have 1 million views on YouTube, and I haven't even had this channel a year, and I have 1 million views. How many views do you have? You don't even have a video, but you're over here crying over my titties, my tatas. Oh my God, your tits. Oh my God, tits. Oh my God. Oh my God. Are you sitting there like this, like titties, titties, titties? But you don't have your own live stream. You don't even have any videos on your channel. You're going around talking shit about people's cars and houses, but you don't have a car or a house. It's the same concept. Yeah, no, it don't make no sense. Make it make sense. It's too late. I already have 1 million views. He's like, you'll never have 1 million views. I already do. I already do. I already got 1 million views. There's nothing you can do about it. Better luck next time. Thank you for your support. I'm not trying to flex on anybody. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just speaking about, originally I went live this morning to talk about Trump's executive orders on the quantum computer. That's significant, don't you think? Don't you think? He created Space Force, Tech Force, quantum computer, AI, blah, blah. Oh, he's doing a bunch of shit you guys don't even know about. You're not paying attention. So I'm just on here making you aware of the bullshit. Embrace the trolls. I know, like the first couple 100 subscribers, or the first 500 subscribers, people were trying to get me to suicide. They were trying to get me to kill myself. I'm like, what the fuck? When I first started live streaming, they wanted me dead. They tried to have me arrested at the Taco Bell I was at. Yeah, I was at the Taco Bell live. They tried to have me arrested. The cops show up. They tried to get me to kill myself. I'm like, wow, they're suicide trolls. Where they go around, they try to get people to kill themselves. I'm like, what the hell? Why would I die? They're like, die, bitch, die. Choke and die. And I'm like, why? They're like, you should die. And I'm like, why? Yeah, so there's these suicide trolls. And they go around trying to get people to kill themselves on the live stream. And I saw this like the first couple 100 subscribers. I'm at 10,000 subscribers now. You're not going to fuck with me. I already know what you are. And I already know this is the internet, blah, 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 everything. So now I'm like, wow, this is amazing. How these people spend their time. That's what I'm saying. How you spend your time here is attacking my live stream. You could be picking up trash. You could be raking the yard. You could be watering and feeding the animals. You could be reading a fucking book right now, but you're not. You're actually on my live stream and go, die, bitch. Die, bitch. Die, bitch. Die. There's so many more things you could be doing with your life besides being on my live stream chat. I'm telling you. You could be changing the oil. You can go to the grocery store, figure out what's for dinner. You could help somebody, help the neighbor. The neighbor needs help. Go help the neighbor. But you're not. You're on my live stream going, ah! Choices. Life is about choices and how you want to spend your time here. This is where you want to spend your time. You want to spend your time on my live stream. I'm just grateful for that. I'm glad out of all the things you had to do today, you could be doing so many more things, but you're here with me on my live stream, listening to a crazy person talk. Is that where you want to spend your time, listening to crazy people talk? So you're over here, oh, you're a crazy person. That's great, but this is where you're at. That you're with the crazies. Does that make sense? You're choosing to be with the crazy people. Stop. It's just, make it make sense. Just make it make sense. Oh wow. Okay. Squeezer? What was that? Squeezers? Oh man. Coffee break. Exactly. So I'll go live late tonight. Late tonight I'll go live. I'm gonna try to set up some light. I'm gonna set up like a different, I don't know, I just want a different background. I'll do something else. I don't know what. I'm gonna figure something out. I'll wear a dress. I'll figure out what dress I want to wear, figure out the camera angle. I'll set something up for tonight. Because I need to start going live during prime times, which is 7, 8 o'clock. Yes, the same thing applies to me. Absolutely. This is where I want to spend my time. Yes, this is where I want to spend my time. And eventually, well, that's what I was trying to go with the 2027 thing. Eventually, I want to escalate to public. So you're seeing me now. I only had the channel for 6 months, but by 2027 will be my first year having the YouTube live stream, and I've been established. I have enough subscribers. I'll practice talking, presenting myself, and hopefully be out in public. No, like with the people. No, like out on the streets and you know what I'm saying? I'll be with the people come 2027, election year. Because that's when I'll get most of views. So I'll be standing outside election booths. I'll be talking about elections. Campaigns, I'm going to show up to the campaign places and go live as like a news feed or whatever. So I want to escalate and grow beyond my office chair, beyond my desk and my little living room and everything else. I want to grow beyond this and eventually get out on the streets and start talking. Right, this is just kind of I just started. Like, I haven't had this channel for years and years and years and years. It's been 6 months. Hasn't even been a year. So let's just see where it goes, see how I develop, see what happens, because I am kind of waiting for election year to launch my public talking out on the streets. Because I'm going to start spitting some crazy shit out in the streets. You think they're going to listen to me crazy talk out there? I doubt it. They'll probably shoot me down like Charlie Kirk, like Malcolm X. They shoot people. They kill them who speak. They kill them. Whoever speaks and has influence with words gets shot at. So if you're not getting shot at, then you're really not saying anything at all. Make sense? If you're not pissing every single person off, then you're really not making a difference now, are you? No, you're not. What do you think about the UK? I think that they have a very small landmass with a lot of people on it. So we have to drive. We drive 20 minutes to the store. We drive 5 minutes to the store. We drive everywhere. We do everything like that. Okay. But over in the UK, they don't. They just walk down the street. There's no driving over there. They don't all have vehicles over there because their land mass is small. They're overpopulated and incested. So what I'm receiving out of the UK is that you don't have enough land, and that's why they came to the United States in the first place, because you're incested. You don't have enough property to even own a vehicle to drive. You just walk everywhere, take a bike. That's weird in the United States. You have to drive everywhere over here. We have a lot of space. There's less incest. I think that the UK is incested with bad DNA. That's why you have bad teeth. You'll notice they all have fucked up teeth because the DNA's bad, because they're incested. It's the incest. Their property mass, they're all having sex with each other, but they're all family members. So if you all took DNA tests, all do blood work, you'll all find out you're related. So you're married to your wife, you have a kid, you take all the blood work, you're all cousins and sisters and nephews and blah, blah. Yeah, you're all related. You're incested. What I'm picking up off the UK, Germany, France, whatever you want to call it, you incested. You got too much incest. You're breeding, but you don't have the space to breed. So you came to the United States. That's why you came to the United States, because you ran out of room. Okay? My opinion on the UK is they have a lower IQ due to incest. They have a bad DNA and their teeth are all fucked up. Their eyes will look weird, like their eyes too close together or too far apart. Their face is fucked up because you're incested. You have to mix the DNA. Yeah, well, you asked and I spoke. I don't know what to say. I gave you my opinion because you asked. You don't like what I have to say. And what I have to say has been proven by science and math. Science and math say, you motherfuckers incested like a motherfuck. And that's why your eyeballs are all weird, your nose and your mouth is all fucked up. When you take blood work, you're all related. So if you all took a DNA test in the UK, Germany, France, wherever the fuck you're at, you're related to each other, but you're fucking each other. Does that make sense? Mm. You miss me? Oh. You mix DNA with me? Oh my gosh, you guys are funny. Everyone's from Adam and Eve. Okay. What about Asia? I don't know. So that's another thing. Let me tell you what I heard about Asians or Orientals. I don't know what you want to call them, Asians. Yes, we'll call them Asians, but people prefer to refer to them as Orientals. They don't mix bloods. So the Oriental has, or the Asian has a problem mixing with black and white. I heard this. I didn't come up with this on my own. Somebody else said it, and I'm like, yeah, I guess. But they don't mix DNA. They don't mix with the whites and the blacks. Like you'll see a white girl with a black man, or a black man with a white girl, or a native with a black man, or blah, 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 whatever. But the Asians stick together with themselves. And they don't mix DNA very well. They're not mixing up with the whites and the blacks. That's going to be a problem. So they're not incested. I'm not saying the Asians are incested. It's different over there. They're not incested, but they don't mix. They don't mix the culture. They don't want the black culture mixed with the Asian culture. They don't want the white culture mixed with the Asian culture. There's very rare. Yes, it does happen, but it's rare. You got to start mixing your DNA. You cannot be white with a white guy. You can't be black with a black person. You guys have got to start mixing up your DNA. It's better for humanity that way. You don't want all the same DNA. You want to mix color. That way you know you're not incested. That way you know you have a pure piece of product. You create a good product. By mixing, yes, you do. It's better to mix. That's all I know. It's better to mix. You get a better DNA, a better color. Even the color looks better. When you mix with whites, the thing is, you got to mix with whites. The black man needs to impregnate the Asian women. Why don't they? The black man needs to impregnate white and Asians to mix the color. The white man needs to mix with Asians and blacks to mix the color. You guys have got to mix these colors up. You got to. You can't have color here anymore. There cannot be a white or a black. Or Asian. You have got to start mixing. Even the Native American Indians, whatever you want to call them, they all got to mix. There's no such thing as Indian anymore. They'll be like a white, blackish color. You've got to get rid of color. There is no more black and white. There's just going to be one color. It's going to look tannish. Even the white DNA, the skin is like terrible, ages terribly. Blacks age differently. The Asians age differently. So when you mix them, you get a really good blend of skin and hair. You're far too racist. Yeah, a lot of people are racist. I know. A lot of people are. AI's realizing this. So AI came up with the conclusion. AI has realized you're racist. Yeah, they're coming up with the data. They're grabbing data off your history books and all this shit. And they're like, yeah, you're racist. The white man is racist. The white male is more racist than the white female. That's another thing. The white female is not racist. It's the white male that's racist. Yes, you're going to get racism, white women, but not as much as the white male. The white male specifically is the most racist person on the planet, and they have to get removed through inbreeding. So all the Asian women need to go fuck on white dudes. All the black women need to go fuck on white dudes. You have to attack racism by having sex with white men. You have to. You got to stop the racism and start mixing this shit. Any other questions? The skin tone is even better when you mix. Even when you mix black and white, Asian white, whatever you're mixing, the skin tone is better. Because I've seen black men have babies with Native Americans or Indians. It's a black Indian mix, the most beautiful color you'll ever see in your life. The most beautiful skin tones are when the whites mix with Asians and Native American. I'm telling you, they come up with the most beautiful skin DNA. The DNA is born beautiful. They're born with glowing skin, and the glowing, youthful skin lasts until their 60s and 70s. They don't age till they're 50. The white people age and show their age and their wrinkles. The blacks and the Asian, the Native Americans and the Indian, whatever, they don't. They don't age. They look young forever. That's why you got to mix your DNA. You have to. AI is going to eventually figure this out. You're homophobic? So I heard, this is what I heard about homophobic people. People that flip out over gays are gay. So it depends on how homophobic you are. But I've heard that if a man is like super homophobic, he's secretly in the closet gay. The psychology of the homophobe is actually you gay. You gayer than most. You're just hiding it. I watched a documentary on it or whatever. I don't know where I came up with it, but the extreme homophobes, extreme homophobics. You'd have to be extremely homophobic, and that's a sign that you secretly want to butt fuck a man. Yeah, I watched a documentary on it, so. You're not super homophobic? You just don't like gays? Like, I don't like the gays either. I don't think it's right. I think they cause violence. I think there's gay violence. So gay men beat up other gay men. And the police have all these police reports of like, blah, blah, because he was gay. That guy had to die because he found out he was gay. Like his gay partner will try to expose him and then they'll kill him. So there's a lot of gay violence when it comes to like hiding you're gay and openly being gay. The FBI has a profile. And even in the movie Silence of the Lambs, the killer was a crossdresser, homo, totally gay, hates women, tortures women, tries to kill women because you're gay. So there's a lot of gay violence that the FBI data is showing that, yeah, this person was violent, they're also gay. This person's violent, they're gay men, not gay women. But even the gay women have a lot of domestic violence. The gays cause violence. That's what the FBI data profile is showing. They're like, most of our violence coming out of our database is from the gay people. They all attack each other, they're homophobes and they're lesbians with domestic violence or whatever. The gays cause violence. The whole point of my little spiel is that the gays are violent. There's a lot of gay crime. So if you got rid of gays, your crime would decrease by 5% maybe. Not a lot. But yeah, it would decrease crime if you were not gay. Yeah, the FBI has the data. So you can go over there and talk to them, be like, hey, there's a lot of gay violence. They're like, we know. They know. Okay? So he said black instead of chocolate. Yeah, that's weird. That's interesting. I don't know if that's true or not. The Democrats are the reason gays. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that you might have something there. Um, so the Democrats are allowing the children to be gay in school. I know that. So like these Democratic states or the Democratic county or city or whatever Democrat, they get money off the gay. That's why the Democrats doing that. They get funds. They get gay money, rainbow money. It's gay pride money. So they'll receive a chunk of money from a 501 nonprofit gay organization if they promote the gay child, if they make kids gay. Well, there's money incentives with nonprofit organizations. So they'll take the nonprofit's money. They'll make all your kids gay to get the money. So, like, let's say we have a nonprofit and they're like, we only feed gay children. So they make all the kids gay so they can get free food. Does that make sense? I'm not saying that happens. It's an example. But yes, I could see how the Democrats support crazy shit because they get the money from 501 nonprofits. So nonprofits can fund schools, governments, churches, blah, blah, blah. But yes, the nonprofit will fund the Democrat if the Democrat pushes gay. Yes, I see that. I could see the financial incentive for the Democrat to do that. And that's why they do it. That's the real reason why they do it. They don't care about freedom. It's not about freedom of choice. It's not about this. It's about the money they get from nonprofits. Not so much the government, but the nonprofit gay organization. So there's these nonprofit funds for gays only. Oh, do you want to become, are you a man that wants to become a woman? Well, the government will pay for that. As long, the Democratic government will pay for that. As long, yes, but where'd they get the money from? Yeah, they want the money. That's what I'm saying. If you're going to transition, there's a nonprofit organization that's going to give a Democrat money for you to transition. It's about the money, really, honestly, just to let you know. Lake Minnesota Learning Center. Oh yeah, the fraud. Trump's arresting all those people. Well, Trump's sending in FBI to arrest them. Doesn't matter. They're all being arrested. Everyone's being arrested here. I talked about it earlier. Anyway, I've ranted. I've talked about all this stuff before. This isn't the first time I've mentioned all this stuff. I've talked about it on my other live streams. I'll be back later tonight. I hope to start going live during prime time, which is the evenings. So yes, it was nice. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your super chat. Thank you for joining, subscribing. But I gotta go now. I'm gonna go wash my truck, vacuum it out, do stuff. I need to probably do laundry, stupid stuff. And then hopefully I'll come back tonight with something else. I don't know, I'll wear a dress or something and then talk about the gays. I'll wear something else and talk shit. Yeah, that makes sense. No matter where I'm at, I'm still who I am. Whether you put me in a dress or a bikini or a pool or anywhere, I'm still who I am. I just look different. People think I'm going to change my opinion. I won't change my opinion. No, because the truth is the truth, and I'm not changing from that. It is what it is. I don't like the situation that happened to society here that's happening, but I'm in it. And this is how I feel like I'm making a difference through this live stream. This is me speaking. And if you don't want to listen, don't listen. Go away. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Anyways, I will see you next time later tonight. Hopefully, I'll have a new stream and some better things to say. Yes, that's true, Robert. They want to tear it down. Well, you have to. You have to take it down and rebuild it, or it's not going to work out. You have to. You literally got to rip this place apart and rebuild it. There's going to be a new America. It's going to be called New America. It's not going to be called the United States of America. It'll be called New America. In 20 years. Pentagon's already planning it. They say you've got to tear down before you could rebuild. Thank you for your super chat. Appreciate it. This is for entertainment purposes only, YouTube. So everything I said is like a Hollywood movie script. Do you understand that, YouTube? This is a Hollywood movie creative writing script. This whole thing is. So you can't take it down. Okay? All right, Jason, what's up? How's it going? Please subscribe. Thank you for supporting my channel with your super chats. I appreciate it. Can we switch to a different subject? Yeah, we will tonight. Think of things I want to talk about tonight, and I'll go live around 7 or 8 o'clock. I'll even try to make a little schedule in my thing. So I'm going to schedule a live stream for tonight, and I'm going to try to like set up a presentation. I will. I'll try to figure it out. I am. You guys got to give me a break. I've only been on YouTube for 6 months. I just started. Okay, I have 1 million views. So I got something. I have a charisma. I have a presentation. I just haven't put it together yet. I haven't fully developed. But yes, you're either going to make me or break me. You decide whether or not I get 1 million views or likes. Yes, you do. You decide whether I stay or go on YouTube. Decide. Decide whether I stay or go. Yes, you do. So I'm creating content. I don't really know what I'm doing with the channel. Yeah, I know. We don't have an agenda. But come 2027, the channel will be a year old and I should have an agenda by then. My agenda should be somewhat formed. That's kind of where I'm going at with this. This is a new, you guys don't understand. I'm new to live streaming. How? I'm new to it. I had to learn all these lessons early on when I had only 1,000 subscribers. I had like several strikes and stuff. I was like, oh my God, I can't say anything. I can't do anything, or YouTube's going to shut me down. It's been a learning experience. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I'm still trying to figure things out. We'll work it out. We'll develop something besides me swimming in the pool or whatever. Go back to old videos when I didn't have a pool. Go back to old videos, because the winter time, what am I going to do in the winter time? I'll probably just sit here in this chair because I don't want to be outside. It's cold. It's not green. It's not pleasant. Everything's dead. Do you see what I'm saying? So we're developing whatever. I'm developing something. I just don't know what. There's a lot of YouTube channels. Go be on their channel. Do you see what I'm saying? There's a lot of things going on the internet. You can go over there. Yeah, but you're not. You're here. So, well, it is what it is. My bonfire video? Yeah, I could do a bonfire video. Yeah, it gets old. You're right. It does. It gets played out. Everything does. You can't do the same thing. That's what I'm saying. I can't do the same thing. I can't say the same thing. I can't even go live at the same time. I need to go live during prime time, which is 8 o'clock tonight, probably. I'm going to try. Anyways, I'll try. I'll figure it out. Bikini. Okay. Well, YouTube, the thing is, my live stream sucks because YouTube won't let me wear anything. They won't let me wear what I want to wear. They won't let me say what I want to say. They won't let me do what I want to do. They won't. I have to say, everything is for entertainment purposes only. This is creative writing scripts for Hollywood movies. That's the best way to get away with what I'm doing. Anything on YouTube, just say it's entertainment. It's a Hollywood movie script. Oh, StreamYard. So I did do a StreamYard. I'm doing another StreamYard July 4th. I'm 4th of July weekend, which is like next weekend or the weekend after. When is it next weekend? So next weekend I'll have the StreamYard. I've only done one StreamYard. I'm about to do my second StreamYard on July 4th. So I'll be StreamYard too. Well, I practice. I'm trying to figure things out. So I appreciate your support. Thank you for your likes. I'm going to post this video. Hopefully YouTube doesn't strike it.